TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, March 4th. To have Brian and Rachel with you today.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And I guess it all depends on where you're waking up this morning. But I know walking into the station this morning, a little slick there.
Yeah, a little slippery.
And luckily the main roads, Kate, they're mostly treated, so you'll be okay. But we're hovering right around that freezing mark, right?
You know, when you sometimes 1 or 2 degrees can make a huge difference, and that's exactly what we have going on this morning. Yesterday, we saw most of it, kind of that slushy snow that fell, and then it transitioned to some freezing rain overnight because, well, the air aloft and the upper levels of the atmosphere are trying to warm up, but here at the surface, we're hovering around freezing. So a lot of that mist, that drizzle, is freezing on contact and creating some freezing rain and a glaze of ice as you're heading out the door this morning. So be careful about that. But this afternoon, not too shabby. We should get some sunshine in here and temperatures in the 40s. It's not very windy today, too. So all in all, a very, very pleasant afternoon on the way. So when can we expect some warmer weather? Because you know we've been teasing and talking about it for a while. So when's that coming and how warm does it get? I'll have the latest on that in your 7-day coming up.
Okay, thank you so much.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good, foggy, murky start to our morning. This is what it looks like from our Cappy Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse. You can see the fog just kind of hanging on top of the city. We've been dealing with some mist, some drizzle going on. Temperatures were just above freezing. We are sitting at 33 degrees, mostly cloudy skies at the airport, but a lot of you are really hovering that freezing mark for you or even just below. So really be careful heading out the door. We had some freezing rain overnight and still going on in some spots right now. And so that is creating a layer or a glaze of ice in a lot of spots, especially on your cars, your driveways, your parking lots, and even just getting out of your neighborhoods. A lot of main roads are going to be okay, treated roads, but untreated roads could still be very slippery, so please be careful. Still dealing with a little bit of drizzle going on for the early morning hours. Then this afternoon, rebounding very nicely. We have temperatures climbing to the mid-40s for a lot of us, and we'll end the day on a mostly sunny note, too. And it's not very windy, so a very, very pleasant afternoon to get outside, get some fresh air, go for that walk, that run, have the kids get some fresh air getting outside. A lot of germs going around this week, and so overnight temperatures, we do drop below freezing again. So any snow melt, anything going on could freeze to some patches of ice again for tomorrow morning. We're getting to that time of the year where we have temperatures above freezing. It's melting our snowpack, and then overnight temperatures create some black ice. So watching out for that. Tomorrow we're looking at some rain returning. We're still going for highs in the 40s, and we'll keep it in the 40s through Friday. And then Saturday, most of us jump into the 60s. I say that because right now it's mostly between Rochester and Buffalo. If you live east of Syracuse, you're probably not going to get into the 60s, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. So here's what it looks like on our satellite and radar. Cold front that came through yesterday is well off to the ocean now. We do have some rain to our south. We're going to tap into some of that by tomorrow. On the radar, some drizzle going on, lots of cloud cover to fight through, but by lunchtime, we're breaking holes through the clouds and starting to see that sun. So have your sunglasses ready to go for the second half of our day today. And all in all, looking pretty good and quiet. Overnight clouds are rolling back in here, and then eventually a little bit of rain. Most of our rain tomorrow morning is south of the thruway. We'll be dealing with these rain showers. You can see some pink showing up on here. There could be a little bit of some freezing rain in some spots. The bigger threat of that, though, is happening Thursday night into Friday. You can see a decent amount of pink showing up on here, areas north and east of Syracuse through Friday morning. We're going to have to watch out for at least a glaze of ice in some spots, again with the threat of freezing rain through Friday morning. Saturday is warm, breezy with some rain showers, 50s on Sunday, and more 60s on the way for Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, right now it is 5.
Cast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And we're getting you out the door this morning. It is cloudy. It's definitely very damp and drizzly out there, and even some freezing drizzle going on. So be careful. Watch out for icy spots. Eventually, temperatures are getting warm enough and it's sunny enough this afternoon where that will not be an issue. Got temperatures climbing to the 40s for today. We're keeping it in the 40s for the next couple of days. And then we spike it up to 65, mid-60s for a lot of us in Syracuse, out towards Rochester and Buffalo. We take a little dip on Sunday before we have even more warmth on the way. Don't be surprised if maybe a couple days next week we'll be flirting with 70. I do want to point out, though, for Saturday, it is going to be quite the contrast between western New York and eastern New York. We'll have a front nearby. We do think Syracuse gets into the 60s, but look at that. Binghamton, Utica, even downstate, 40s and 50s on Saturday.